Alright, welcome back to Rickets Reef. Day whatever it is in the title. It's just an update video on how the system's going, growth, fish, and so on and so forth. So let's get to it, because as the tank grows, there's kind of more to talk about, and I'm finding that even in the last update video I missed a few things after I watched it. So let's go with the fish first. The gummies, that's what I call the Anthias. They're all freaking out. They're doing great. That one guy there, he is definitely the boss. If the other ones are out of line, he'll kind of smack them on the head with his tail. No damage, but definitely he has become the boss. Actually, that one there had male colors, but if you see, he's more yellow now, so it's kind of changed back to female, which is nice. I'm glad I got the big dominant one, because it saves a lot of fighting. The chromis, that's tuna 1, 2, and 3. They're doing great. Those little chromis are actually growing quite well. I can see there'll probably be a problem. One of the chromis is males. I think tuna is a male, or something's going on there, so every once in a while they fight. And unlike the Anthias, the chromis all sleep in separate spots, except for one of the two female. I don't know what's going on there, but this one's definitely got different markings than the other ones. And he's darker too, so what that means I don't know. Maybe he will actually be male or female, whatever. But he's got pretty blue eye markings and a blue stripe on his nose, and his fins are always extended. So maybe if he gets bigger, he'll kind of rule the roost. Clownfish, old Fry there, he's doing great. He's just constantly working out. He likes to exercise. He's a bit of an exercise nut. I keep telling him he should slow down. You know, he's got to think about retirement, but he's not. Just back and forth, back and forth. I am thinking about getting him another clown, or her another clown, but I kind of like the balance in the tank right now. If I screw it up with fighting clowns, it'll just be annoying. The two tangs, I don't know where the heck they went. Or high note somewhere. Oh, in the back there's Jello. He's fine. He's feisty. He fights with everyone. He's got a couple spots. One under here. Oh, there's there's Custard. He's beating down Cola. I'll explain that in a second. And he's got another spot back there, the grandma. And the Anthias will come near it, and he'll just open his mouth and be all like, "Ah, get out of here! I kill you, you die!" And it's kind of fun. And it looks like it's all talk. There's Custard, the yellow tang. Where'd he go? He's kind of chilling there. Oh, there he is. Hey, Custard. Custard has no time for Cola, the other tang. He just kind of, he will like be okay with him for the most part, but in the evenings, Cola will get really annoying, and Custard hates it because Custard gets cranky in the evenings, and he will use his serrated tail thing there, his scalpel, and he will give him a good cut every once in a while. They usually last about 2 or 3 days, and then they heal up. I'm just worried one day it'll hit his eye or something. But yeah, he rules the tank. If anyone pisses off Custard enough, he will destroy them, which is fine. I don't mind. Cola, the reason why I don't mind too much is because Cola's a giant bitch. He bites, he nibbles on all the other fish's tails. You see the little ends are missing off some of the Anthias tails, except for the big one, because the big one can actually stand up to Cola, but the little ones, they keep missing the ends of their tail. That's because Cola nibbles them off. He nibbles everything. Everything he nibbles. If it's in the tank, he will nibble it. It's kind of annoying. He leaves the SPS alone for the most part, but the LPS especially, he will, I don't know if he nibbles it or sucks on them, but it really, if you notice the discoloration in my candy cane especially, like this is the same, it's a frag, and it's totally different color than the mother colony. That's because Cola sucks on the polyps. He doesn't seem to take chunks out, because it would be dead by now, but he licks them and sucks them. It's weird fish. And it annoys the coral, and he also annoys Custard, the yellow tang down there, because he'll suck on his tail, and Custard has nothing to do with that, so he'll actually attack him. He'll learn. Maybe one day he'll grow up and behave himself. If not, Custer will cut them up, or I'll end up removing them. On to the corals. This acan is doing fantastic, as always. These two acans not doing so well. It's because they're not eating. They don't seem to. It's really hard for me to get food into them. Once in a while it'll succeed and they'll color up and be all fine for a couple of days, but then they'll just kind of go back to this bland state of affairs. This Duncan frag is doing great. Couple new mouths showing up. Love these Rickordia mushrooms. I'm thinking about starting a whole Rickordia tank at work. Maybe I'll call it Rickets Rickordias. It's got a bit of a ring to it. Green Slimer is growing well. I've got a chalice there that I'm going to move. I just kind of threw them there. I've also got a red Monty cap there. I'm going to move a couple, like most of those I just kind of put there because I didn't have anywhere else to put them. This front area of SPS is just fantastic. This is where I get the most growth, it seems. SPS of many different kinds. Acros. Just beautiful corals. A lot of nice growth. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's the old Vortec. Just wow, amazing. The health in the tank is improved. Polyp extension, growth is all improved. So yeah. Now if you see back there, that one there, it's a yellow Acropora. When I got it, it was RTNing pretty bad. Put it in the tank, didn't have much hope for it. It was half dead, but it has bounced back. Flesh has grown around all the skeleton again. Polyps are back out. It's just pretty amazing. I've never had an SPS actually come back from an STN. These, oh sorry, getting a little bit of Alzheimer's. I'm jiggling, or Parkinson. I don't know what the hell to call that. There we go. That guy's doing well. I just fragged him when I got him about a month ago, and he's crusting onto the base. Weird colors on him. Red Digi's just growing like mad. Green guy in the back growing. That colony, I'm kind of worried it's growing so big and so fast that I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with it. It's taking over the rest of that ledge there. It's kind of cool. This guy is still not much vertical growth, a lot of horizontal, which is kind of annoying. Maybe with some of the new corals around him he'll start going vertical. I put that green Slimer there beside him because I know most SPS won't be able to handle a green Slimer. SPS in the back are all doing really nice. That's a new stalk growing out on the left there. That's one of his frags. That pink guy is still growing slow, but really making a nice base for himself. Chocolate chip in the background. It's just doing wow. That guy too, it's a blue Millie. It's actually really starting to turn blue. As you can see, I still have a lot of room for frags, which is nice. I got a green cap here. That one's doing really well. Another Rickordia or Yuma. Another one there. This guy's really gone pink. He was kind of washed out for a while, so I am pleased with him. Don't know how it's going to grow, but we'll see. This I can't pronounce it. Hydropora, we'll call it. I'm going to have to frag him. The way he's sitting, the way that old skeleton that he's on there is just not good for growth, so I'm going to work that out. Got a couple bird's nests there doing well. No, they're not touching. One's a pink one, and the other one's supposed to be blue, but looks like it's turning pink too. Got a blue cap. Got some other random corals, random macros. Another piece of that blue Millie. That guy's doing great. I think that'll be a really pretty coral once it gets going and finishing coloring up. This guy's really, really nice. High hopes for him. I think it'll be a nice complement to that red colony I got growing there, which is also growing well. In the back I've got some frags of the stuff I've got sitting around the tank. Orange cap, my other hunk of Duncan, which is just really happy. especially since I got the Vortec, it seems. Down here I've got some blue zoes. Now that little frag there is I found it in my biopellet reactor. It must have been there for weeks. It survived. It was tumbling around with my biopellets for weeks, no light, just getting mashed. I pulled it out because, you know, try to save the guy and put him on the rock, and a day later he's all opened up and happy. So yeah, those are some hardy corals. Favias are doing well. This micro moose has just exploded with mouths. Yeah, which is good. I just hope they grow a little bigger. They're pretty small. We'll see how they spread out. Now that Favia in the background, the purple part of it is kind of washed out, so I threw him under the ledge just in case it was getting too much light. I don't know what's going on with him. Got some zoes there that probably need to situate somewhere else. A little frog spawn flapping in the wind. Some red zoes there. Some yellow staghorn. Some, I don't know, some purple staghorn. Yeah, so all in all, the corals are doing really well. Move it, fish. Alright, he's not moving. He just wants to screw up my shot. And I'm pleased with the growth. Soon enough I'll do some small frags and just situate them around the tank. And then eventually I will get the frag tanks rolling and start trading frags with other people. For now, tank is doing great. Now I've had a few requests of an update, what's happening with the frag room, frag tanks. As you can see by the mess and no real change of this area, right now nothing is going on. It's probably going to be a while till something does go on with this area of the system. It's just a money thing. It's also a growth thing with the corals in the main tank. It's just not needed yet. I would imagine it'd be a couple months until I get the whole frag system up and running. The hard part is done, which is actually getting it all situated. Now it's the fun part later on, getting it all activated. So kind of stay tuned for that, but just let it be known it's not going to happen for a while until these frag tanks are up online. I don't know what kind of lighting I'm going to do. I got to still pick a pump for the returns. I got to decide on what kind of plumbing to do for the overflows. So there's still a lot of things for me to actually figure out. That shouldn't take long once I've got the money and time to actually do those things, but like I said, I wouldn't imagine it's going to happen until probably fall due to, well, I've just got to save up my allowance. Anyway, any questions or comments of this video, as always, welcome. Okay, later. Hello, puppy. How's it going? Weird.